We're going to talk about vitamin D, often called the sunshine vitamin, and why it might just be the most important supplement you're not taking enough of. The vitamin D advantage. Let me paint you a picture of what vitamin D can do for your body. Think of your bones as the foundation of a house. Without a strong foundation, everything else becomes unstable. Vitamin D is like the master contractor that ensures your bones stay strong and your muscles remain powerful enough to support you through decades of life. Here's what happens in your body when you have adequate vitamin D levels. First, it dramatically improves your body's ability to absorb calcium from the food you eat. Without sufficient vitamin D, you could be consuming all the calcium in the world, but your body would only absorb about 10 to 15% of it. With optimal vitamin D levels, that absorption jumps to 30 to 40%. This means stronger bones, reduced risk of fractures, and better overall skeletal health. But here's where it gets really interesting. Vitamin D doesn't just work on your bones. It's crucial for muscle function too. Your muscles have vitamin D receptors, and when these receptors are well nourished, your muscles maintain their strength and coordination. This is why patients with adequate vitamin D levels have better balance, faster reflexes, and significantly lower fall risk. I've had patients in their 80s and 90s who maintain vitamin D levels between 30 to 50 nanograms per milliliter, the optimal range, and they're still gardening, dancing, and traveling. Just last month, I saw Margaret, who's 87, and she told me she's planning a hiking trip with her grandchildren. Her secret? She's been consistent with her vitamin D supplementation for 15 years. The scientific evidence supporting vitamin D's role in mobility is overwhelming. Large-scale studies have shown that adults with higher vitamin D levels have 19% fewer falls and 20% lower fracture rates. But what I find most compelling is the muscle strength data. Research demonstrates that vitamin D deficiency can lead to muscle weakness, slower walking speeds, and increased frailty, all preventable with proper supplementation. In my practice, I've observed that patients who maintain optimal vitamin D levels consistently outperform their peers in mobility assessments. They have better grip strength, can rise from chairs more easily, and maintain their walking speed as they age. These might seem like small things, but they're the building blocks of independence. Now, I know what you might be thinking. Dr. Brook, I spend time outside. Isn't that enough? Unfortunately, as we age, our skin becomes less efficient at producing vitamin D from sunlight. Additionally, factors like geographic location, season, sunscreen use, and skin pigmentation all affect vitamin D production. Even in sunny climates, I see vitamin D deficiency in patients who spend considerable time outdoors. You might also wonder, are there any risks to taking vitamin D supplements? This is a great question, and I appreciate your caution. Vitamin D is remarkably safe when taken in appropriate doses. The recommended daily intake for adults over 70 is 800 to 1,000 IU, though many of my patients benefit from slightly higher doses, especially if they're starting with a deficiency. I always monitor blood levels to ensure we're in that sweet spot of 30 to 50 nanograms per milliliter. Some patients worry about vitamin D toxicity, but this is extremely rare and typically only occurs with very high doses taken over extended periods. We're talking about 10,000 plus IU daily for months. The doses I recommend are well within safe limits, and I monitor your levels regularly to ensure everything stays optimal. What about getting vitamin D from food, you might ask? While foods like fatty fish, egg yolks, and fortified milk contain vitamin D, it's nearly impossible to get adequate amounts from diet alone. You'd need to eat salmon every single day to meet your requirements, which isn't practical for most people. Here's what I want you to envision. Instead of gradually becoming more sedentary and dependent as you age, you maintain your strength, your balance, and your confidence. You continue to live life on your terms, whether that means playing with great-grandchildren, traveling to new places, or simply feeling secure. walking to your mailbox. Vitamin D supplementation isn't just about preventing problems. It's about optimizing your potential for healthy aging. When combined with regular exercise, a balanced diet, and other healthy lifestyle choices, adequate vitamin D can help you maintain what I call functional independence, the ability to do the things that matter to you without assistance. I've seen too many patients struggle with mobility issues that could have been prevented or significantly improved with proper vitamin D levels. The wonderful thing about this vitamin is that it's never too late to start benefiting from it. Whether you're 50 or 80, your body will respond positively to adequate vitamin D levels. My recommendation is simple. Let's check your current vitamin D level with a simple blood test, and then develop a personalized supplementation plan that works for your lifestyle and health goals. Within just a few months, you're likely to notice improvements in your energy, balance, and overall sense of physical confidence. Remember, aging doesn't have to mean accepting limitations. With the right approach to nutrition, including optimal vitamin D levels, you can continue to live actively and independently for decades to come. Your future self will thank you for the investment you make in your health today. Let's work together to ensure that when you reach 90, you're not just surviving, you're thriving.